and welcome back everybody in this nice afternoon. I hope I can tell you so many interesting things about this field, like Katalin did in the in her previous presentation. Vira, are you going to share my presentation, or should I do that?
If you can share that, please.
All right. Yes. Okay. So welcome back, everybody. I would like to talk to you in this afternoon about the importance of networking and collaboration in applying research funding. My name is Petra Szakwanyi, and I'm a lecturer in the Széchenyi István University, and I'm also a researcher by myself. My research area is urban planning and sustainable transportation development. But at the same time, I'm also working as a project manager in the Run EU and Run EU Plus projects, where I'm involved in Work Package 5 and Work Package 2. So, I'm also responsible in my university in international project development. So I would like to share with you my experiences. I hope you will find it useful. So first of all, we should clarify why is it important to apply for research funding. You might ask as well, do I need it at all or you might thinking about that, was a sense of networking and collaboration applying research funding. You might have fears that an application process might be difficult, or you just cannot find the right call for proposal, or you don't have the collaborative partners. I have good news for you. I'm here today to clear your doubts, and you don't have to worry. The most important message of my presentation, that you are not alone. Run EU will help you, and the only thing you have to do, just do it. So, and here's a kind of commercial for you. If you don't trust in me, you can trust in Michael Jackson or Nike. So if they knew it, they might have right. Okay, so why a research grant is important? First of all, because for funders, a grant award is an investment for positive change, an investment for something that it's important for them and for the society as well. And from the researcher's point of view, in this case, a research grant is a kind of matter of prestige that helps in advancement of the career. Of course, a research grant is not only a kind of matter of prestige, it's a complementary money, and that's the most important thing, let's say that. And of course, because it helps to carry out the research itself. Furthermore, you are working on an issue that other people care about. So this means that information is easier available and your research has a higher social impact. On the other hand, you compete yourself and your research within an international environment. So your research visibility will be better in an international context than only on a national level, if it's an opposite way. In the previous presentation, you have heard many things about academic writing, and most of you have been writing an academic paper already, and you have more knowledge, I guess, on that field. But now, let me show you what are the main differences between the academic writing and the grant writing. In grant writing, we have to focus on the sponsor goals.
Sorry, we are only seeing the first slide. It's not updating for us.
Oh, that's a pity. Sorry, let me try again. Can you see it right now if I'm not making a full screen?
Yes, now there is how to write a research proposal.
Okay, okay, sorry. Thank you for telling me
Thank you.
what's happened. So now you can see the comparison between the academic writing and grant writing. So as I said, grant writing is focusing on the sponsor goals, and it must have a service attitude. And as long as academic writing has it's much more past-oriented, the grant writing is much more future-oriented. And which means that it's focusing on objectives and activities that should be done and not what it has been done. And it's project-centered and it must explain the reader that what are the objectives, what are the clear objectives, and what are the tasks, what we are planning or what we are going to do during the project evaluation. So it must be easily understood for readers. So let me continue with the grant proposal development strategy. First of all, you need a research that you might have already. Then you have to find the perfect funding to your research. After that, you have to build a consortium because research is not a one-man show. And then you have to write a proposal. And if your project proposal receives successful evaluation, then you can start your research project. It's very important to know where you can find the calls for funding. There are plenty of funding opportunities. You can find direct calls of the European Commission, such as the Horizon Europe program, the LIFE program, EU for Health, the Connecting Europe program, Digital Europe program, and so on. And you can find also grants with mixed conditions, just like Erasmus Plus, and also there are plenty of, or might have plenty of funding opportunities provided by your government, your national government, or by your institution. So first of all, let me introduce some of the main research funding opportunities of the European Commission. You can see the sources of these programs in billion euro. The Horizon Europe program has the most of it, which is the key funding program for research and innovation of the European Commission. It has 95.5 billion euro sources. The Horizon Europe program tackles climate change, helps to achieve the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and boosts the EU's competitiveness and growth. The program facilitates collaboration and strengthens the impact of research and innovation in developing, supporting and implementing EU policies while tackling global challenges. It creates jobs, fully engages the EU's talent pool, boosts economic growth, promotes industrial competitiveness, and optimizes investment impact within a strengthened European research area. The Horizon Europe research funding program has three main pillars. The first pillar focuses on excellent science. The Marie Curie action within the excellent science pillar is a fund. It's a research fund and for innovation projects, boosts top researchers' careers through mobility and innovative doctoral and postdoctoral training. The pillar Global Challenges and European Industrial Competitiveness is established through clusters of research and innovation activities in order to maximize integration and synergies across the respective thematic areas while securing high and sustainable levels of impact for the Union in relation to the resources that are expanded. Pillar 3 aims to foster all forms of innovation, including breakthrough innovation and market deployment of innovative solutions. The widening participation and strengthening and spreading excellence action under the Horizon Europe program contribute to building research and innovation capacity for countries lagging behind. They will strengthen their potential for successful participation in transnational research and innovation process, promote networking and access to excellence. On the following figure, you can see the budget distribution between the individual pillars. As you can see, the excellence science has 25.5 billion euro allocated, and there's 53.5 for global challenges and European industrial competitiveness, and 13.6 billion euro for innovative Europe, and 3.4 for increased participation, widening European research area. Let me show you the main project types of the Horizon Europe program. It has three kind of Horizon has three kind of project types. The first one is the research and innovation action, which is focusing on a technological concept, functionality validation, demonstration of real operation kind of project. The second one is the innovation action. We're creating a working prototype that a new products or devices, technologies, platforms, and services must be completed for the end of the project. And the third one is the coordination and support action, which is for networking. Now there is the time to show you how can you find the perfect proposal. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the funding and tenders portal. If you would like to apply for research funding or any other funding opportunities, you have to visit the funding and tenders portal of the European Commission. There are plenty of call for proposal. So it's very important to have a good searching strategy. First of all, you have to, when you have visited the portal already, you have to click first on the search and funding tenders button, and then you will see a cell where you can, white cell, where you can write a keyword that best suits to your research area in order to find the best funding opportunity. As an example, I have written here the keyword climate, and here you can see under that there are 2 forthcoming calls at the moment and 39 open calls for submission, and there are already 400 or more than 400 closed calls. If you're looking for a new call, of course, the best if you choose the forthcoming calls and then open calls for submission. But you can learn a lot from the closed calls as well, because the calls are usually repeating themselves, and they might come back a similar call for proposal a bit later. So it's good to know the closed topics as well. So if you have found your projects or the available call for proposals, then you can click on the call proposal itself and look more in detail what that call is about. You can see the title of the work program. In this case, in this example, it's a live program, as you can see, and you can see also the type of the action. In this case, it's a grant. It's a project grant, and you can see the type of the action. And you can see also the deadline model as well. The deadline model can be a single stage or can be two-stage model. You see the opening date and the deadline of the project proposal as well. You can read, of course, the details of the topic, the conditions. You can find the conditions and documents on the left, and you will able to find many additional information about the call on this website. And you can even get a direct support from the European Commission as well. And there are also a partner search announcement on the website. If you don't have your consortium. As I mentioned before, there are not only calls directly to the European Commission, but you might have found national programs as well. In Hungary, the National Research and Development and Innovation Office creates a stable institutional framework for the government coordination and predictable funding of research, development and innovation, ensuring the efficient and transparent and value-creating use of available resources. You can see the website of our National Research and Development and Innovation Offices. As part of the work of the National Research and Development and Innovation Office, within its international activities, the office carries out professional tasks related to international and European integration-driven collaboration in the field of research, development and innovation, participates in the use of foreign funds provided to Hungary for research and development and innovation, and the coordination of the use of such funds. And it also participates in the implementation of the Horizon Europe framework program based on legal acts or international agreements. The office also carries out tasks related to international scientific and technological cooperation, promotes the innovation activities and global market entry of micro, small and medium-sized enterprises with a view to increasing their competitiveness. And it also monitors and assesses internationally relevant funding programs. So,
Petra,
yes.
sorry to interrupt, but there are some comments that not hear your voice clearly. Is there, do you have microphone that you could move it nearer, or do you know any other how to solve this?
Sorry, I don't know. I don't have right now here my mic, so it would take too much time, I think, to find one right now. So I try to talk then louder. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I didn't have problem in the first session with my microphone, but I try to talk then louder. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
So the main message of this slide is you should find your own national office, and they might have the same offers and services for you, just like we have here in Hungary. As I said before, we do have also institutional programs. Our university has a website where all the programs available, short study programs, visiting professorship programs, the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship program, and also all the Run EU projects and research missions and fundings and grants are available on this website. So our students and researchers can visiting this website directly and find the most suitable funding and grant for themselves for research mobility or any kind of research action. So what's the RUN EU research mission is, and what's the funding is for. In RUN research mission, funding is available to support the outward mobility of researchers and PhD students of the RUN EU institutions. The purpose of the initiative is to support the creation and development of international research collaborations within the RUN EU alliance. These research mobility activities are expected to support development of new networks, facilitating knowledge transfer and the generation of novel, innovative socially impactful research project ideas, fostering interdisciplinary research and empowering independence of our researchers and innovators. So let me introduce you or show you the RUN institutions where that are offering research mission to researchers and PhD students. And those are the universities that you can visit in order to complete a research mission. So let me show you an example, an application possibility for funding. In the RUN EU project, there's a call is a research mission where this funding is based on an application and evaluation process, which will consider the work plan and objective of the mobility action, how it will strengthen the network, the relevance of the research development and innovation area, and the expected impacts on the social and economic development of the regions. Early stage researchers are targeted as part of the internship program to promote career development, research independence, and consortium development. There are three kind of eligible research mobility types. There's 1 4-week mobility program for research staff. There's a program, a 12-week mobility program for research and staff, and 4-week mobility program available for research postgraduates. For more information, please contact me or your RUN EU project coordinator, please. Why collaboration is important? Collaborating with different people together on the common goal creates the opportunity for individuals to learn from each other and increase their professional development. By combining expertise and resources, we can answer bigger and more complex scientific questions, and we can expand the breadth of our research. And also we can maximize the impact of our research. Furthermore, our research will show a positive correlation with other collaborative papers and will have higher level of citations. And also under the Horizon Europe partnerships are expected to establish formal and regular collaboration with other relevant research and innovation initiatives. So how we can build a network for collaborative research? I think you have to follow just this very simple and easy strategy, these 8 steps. First, you should share your research idea with your colleagues and build your own institutional network. So you can take an advantage from that system of your organization. I will go a little bit more in detail of this. Second, step out of your institution and look around in your country. Is there anyone else is working on the same or similar research area? Third, don't forget about the triple helix approach, because your research must be important for the society, interesting for the industry, and valuable for the government. Fourth, let's start to work on your national network first. And after, fifth, it may happen that the domestic terrain is limited or it's not big enough for you, or more results are available in an international contest. So don't be afraid, move on and look for international partners as well. You can join the international hubs and the thematic working groups of the RAN EU. It has to offer 3 innovation hubs and 8 thematic working groups. And after, if you have your network, then it's much more easier to write a research proposal. This is just an example. This is the ecosystem of the Széchenyi István University. Our ecosystem includes, of course, the departments and the faculties of the university. It includes the labors, the research and testing laboratories of the university. It includes competence centers, startups, spin-off companies. There's a management campus organization. We have a territorial innovation platform. We have also we are a part of national and international hubs. So the more you know your organization and your colleagues' work, the more collaboration you can do and build. And I already mentioned this triple helix approach. So let me clarify a little bit more why is it important. The triple helix model is a framework system of cooperation for academia, universities, research centers, government, national, county, local organization, and industry, big companies, SMEs, and small companies to reach a common goal. Because we believe that research and development and innovation activity of the region is rely on this model, and also the growth of the region is really rely on this model. The RAN EU innovation hubs, what you can join as a researcher, has the mission, creation and growth of sustainable knowledge network, drive innovation and collaboration in targeted areas, in 3 thematic areas. The 3 thematic areas are future and sustainable industries, bioeconomy, and social innovation. And within these 3 hubs, we have the 8 thematic working groups. There's the creative art, design, and material thinking working group, the food and biotechnology working group, health and well-being working group, tourist working group, IoT cybersecurity working group, advanced manufacturing working group, and the climate change, circular economy, and decarbonization working group. And their objectives are to build future-looking joint research development and innovation teams, and create sustainable interregional research and innovation projects. So you can be a part all of it. You can be a part of the RAN hubs. You can be a member of the working groups. In that working groups, especially that suits most to your research area. We have other programs organized within the RAN as well. If you're a BSc or an MSc student, you can join the short advanced programs. If you're a PhD student or a researcher, you are eligible for research mission grant. And you are also welcome in the RAN EU innovation hubs and working groups that have meetings regularly. Yes. Okay, so let me conclude my presentation before I'm running out of time. So the impact of the collaboration is, of course, a cultural experience. And if you are collaborating, you can have more funding for your research. You can use an international research infrastructure, and you can receive and you can collect primary research data from your partners. You can raise your network, you can work in an international network, and you can have more relations. You can collaborate with global corporate groups. You can have more publication with less effort. You can publish more in international journals if you have more partners, and if you are involved in more international projects. You will be able to answer more complex scientific questions, and you will have a higher level of citation. And generation of novel innovation socially impactful research project ideas. And of course, your research career development will go on within less time. And the most important, if you are part of the collaborative research group, it's always fun. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Petra, for your good tips and interesting description of this funding world. And so there are surely many questions and thoughts in mind. But so I give the floor for one question for Petra now, and then we will go to the breakout rooms. Is there anyone? Yeah, Jenna, please.
Thank you, and thank you for the great presentation. I was just wondering, I think it was slide 26 about the PhD funding. Is there links to where we could look at that?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, I've made the links active, so as much I know, our presentation we always share with you, so you will find easily the place of the sources and the grants.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much.